mistake. Make no mistake. We stand here today in this proud town of Port Talbot, a town drenched in workers' history, making the very last stand for UK steel. The hand of history is truly on our shoulders. And friends, how have we arrived here? Because of a programme of job cuts and unrelenting industrial vandalism. For years and years, politicians and profiteers have delivered cut after cut to the UK steel industry. 2023, Newport Liberty Steel and the Scunthorpe British Steel, 1,000 steel jobs gone. 2020, Newport Tata, 400 jobs gone. 2015, 2016, Rotherham, Scunthorpe, Port Talbot, Tata, 3,000 jobs gone. And in 2015, Redcar, Teesside, SSI, 2,000 steel jobs gone. And it went on and on. Job cut after job cut. The long, hard march and years of decline. Friends, our politicians have sat by and watched the steel industry be literally decimated. They have handed our steel to overseas corporations, undermined our economy and our national security. They have let communities wither on the vine. They have failed us. Will we say here together, no more? Friends, the time for begging is over. The time for begging is over, because now is the time for action. Now is the time for us to fight with every single thing we have. Fight for our communities and fight for UK steel. Friends, Tata. Let's talk about Tata for a moment. They are a giant conglomerate. They have reserves of £1.6 billion. £1.6 billion in reserve. They paid their shareholders £1.4 billion since 2019. £1.4 billion to shareholders since 2019. Their cries of poverty do not stack up. The government also presides over an economy worth £2.5 trillion. £2.5 trillion is our economy. They actually spent £4 billion on dodgy PPE we never used. Their cries of poverty do not stand up. Make no mistake, there is money for the UK steel industry and they need to pay it. Friends, decline is not inevitable. Decline is not inevitable. This is a choice. Another future for steel is possible. And it's already happening in other countries. The Tata Dutch workers, where Tata has shown to both invest and to build a large electric arc, has not run down the site. The same company that employs you has not run down their site in Holland when they've built a large electric arc. The German and French workers, whose government has chosen to invest in their steel industry and not run down their sites. Friends, these sites are where blast furnaces remain open while the big electric arcs are being built. These are sites in other countries where DRI capacity is being brought in, where jobs are being protected. Why are British workers expected to swallow lie after lie and treated like dirt? We will not allow it. Friends, we must expose their collective lies. They say it's unrealistic to protect jobs. They say it's unrealistic to protect capacity. They say that mass steel making in this country has no future. Lies, lies, lies. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Friends, if what they were saying was true, how is this happening in Germany? How can they make in Germany more steel in one German site than we do in the whole of Britain? I'm going to say that again. It's shocking that in Germany they are making more steel in one site than we are making in the whole of Britain. Friends, if Germany can invest for jobs, for steel jobs. If Germany can protect their workers, if the government can protect German workers, why can't our government protect ours? Friends, we can only win the future if we choose to fight now. We can only win the future if we choose to fight now, because be in no doubt, no politician will just give us more. No global corporation is going to change their plans if they don't have to. The truth is, they will not give us anything if we do not rise up and fight together. Friends, we don't have to accept what we're being told. We don't have to pretend that begging is true negotiation. We don't have to accept more cuts. And yes, we can fight, and yes, we can win. Friends, there should be a bright future for the steel industry in the UK. There is a steel market there. There are predictions of a 10-fold increase in the demand for steel, a 10-fold increase. Politicians keep talking every time I put the telly on. We need growth, we need growth. There is your growth. Invest in UK steel. For Port Talbot, Clanwern, and all of the others throughout Britain, all future towns, where once again we can be the global capitalist skill. Where instead of job cuts, there are new jobs made. Where instead of reducing our steel-making capacity, we can build production to match our own demand. The future is possible. Friends, we've already shown that we can make moves. Moves have already been made. Labour have committed to £3 billion for the UK steel in the next Parliament. Outside the 28 billion, they've committed the £3 billion in the next Parliament. And I had many meetings with Keir Starmer over Tata, and he reached out directly to the CEO of Tata and said, do not do anything before the next election because we will invest. Do not do anything before the next election because we will invest. Commitment to a DRI. It's a good start. It was an important start by Labour and they must be congratulated for that. But tinkering around the edges is not enough. Labour is the party of workers. It is our party. Of course, we want a Labour government. I want a Labour government. But we want one that makes real change for every single worker in Britain. Labour, stick up for workers. Be on our side. Leave us in no doubt whose side you are on. Friends, let no one tell you that this is not worth fighting for. That it's too hard, it's too late, it's fanciful. That this is not a town worth fighting for. That centuries of steel and iron making are not worth the fight. We have to make a stand for capacity and for jobs. It's really simple. If we fight, we may not win every single thing that we want. But if we don't fight, we will watch thousands of steel jobs walk out the door. Friends, Unite's ballot for industrial action starts on the 1st of March, and I know other unions are preparing for theirs, and we should act as one. The only way we will push this employer back and get the attention of this government is if we act as one. So vote yes in the ballot. Vote yes for a future for you and your families. Vote yes for a future for this community. For those that came before you, and all of those that will follow you. And friends, when you give us that vote, I promise you, we will back you. Our £20 million strike fund will be here with you, and we will work day and night to protect these jobs. Friends, let's stand together. Let's fight together. Let's win together. Victory to the steelworkers, solidarity to you all.